Yes, sir. Welcome back to another episode of the Budget Cut Podcast, brought to you by dopecontent.com, also brought to you by MT Darkness Twitch. And as you see on the screen, at least on my screen, it's brought to you by Street Fighter Duel. Shout out to everybody that's been downloading the game, playing the game. I was told today that I had to do another stream before tomorrow, so I just went on and did guest star, and we're doing Twitch only today for the Budget Cut Podcast. We're normally live on YouTube, but F YouTube right now. For more reasons than one. YouTube is holding my partnership money until September now. September. I sent them an appeal video, I should say. And they were like, oh, you didn't describe what your page was. What the hell you mean I didn't describe what my page was? I told you exactly what it was. I do podcasts, I go to events, and every now and then I do games on the channel. That's it. Oh, and music. I told them music. So I might release the video that I sent to them, because it's on YouTube now, it's just unlisted. But I might go ahead and make that public so y'all can see exactly what I sent to them, but fuck YouTube right now. So this will eventually make it to YouTube. I'll probably save the video from Twitch and put it on YouTube, but just so I can put it on the website. But whatever, man. Other than that, happy Father's Day to all the fathers that's out here. Shout out to y'all doing your thing. This is the least celebrated holiday in world history, as nobody gives a damn about the dads. Yeah, nothing special was done. I did it's my normal Sunday to me. I know I got the boys still getting on my nerves, not cleaning up after themselves. Just this is a regular old Sunday to me. How your day going, Dark? Uh-oh. Hold on. You're muted. And guest star. I got you up. I don't know why you muted. Yeah, it's showing them the mic is muted on your. You ain't changed nothing? Ah, hell, here we go.
Hello?
There you go.
I've been all right. It's just been another slow week for me, but nothing eventful. Nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Except for everything that happened on Dynamite that last 2 minutes. That was nuts. That was
right, which we will get into. So we got Monday Night Raw, NXT, SmackDown, Dynamite, Collision. Because, unless you have something on Rampage you want to talk about.
Takeshita and Bandito was a pretty solid match. And so was the Six Man. That was also really good too with the United Empire. That's all I got to say.
Well, there you go. There you go. So, other than that, we're not going to waste time. Shout out to the people that's joining in. I see you coming in. If you want to join in, all you got to do is go to guest star. I believe it's on the chat to send a request to join on guest star. I believe it's in the chat. If not, just let me know if you want to join and we'll bring you on. Have a camera or whatever, and don't get us banned. Y'all know the rules. Everything is the same. Don't get us banned. But yeah, we can get right into it. Let's get into Monday Night Raw. How did you enjoy Raw for the most part before we break it down?
I thought Raw was better than last week. I thought it was good. I thought it was all right. I didn't have a problem with it, actually. I thought it was okay.
Look, I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, I wonder if he finna find something bad. I'm waiting on him to say, oh man, this part was ass or something. But let's get into Monday Night Raw. As you know, Rhea Ripley, received a new women's world title, which we talked about last week. We already told you what it was going to be. It was going to be the world heavyweight title in the women's version. It was going to be white. Exactly what it was. I must say, though, the titles on Raw all of a sudden now look better than the titles on SmackDown. Everybody was complaining about the new world title, how it looked, and why you put the big W in the World Heavyweight Championship? But if you look at those titles compared to what Oscar and Roman walking around with, you ain't complaining no more. So just want to throw that out there. You ain't complaining no more about those titles because Raw titles look way better. But she gets the title. Dom runs out so they can boo because everybody was cheering Rhea. It's funny how they cheer Rhea, and as soon as Dom come out, it just turns into boo. So
yep.
WWE smart for sending Dom out because she looked like a baby face until that happened. So good thing for Dom coming out, and he snatched the title, started jumping up and down like it was his title, like he won it. So that was funny. But they got the little money shot with him putting the title around her waist. And my question for this is, what the hell is Rhea going to do with the title? Who's built up the fighter? Who has she built up since?
Question. See, we've been asking this question for a while. See, it's like the reverse problem with Bianca. It's not that she doesn't have enough opponents. It's just that they don't have anyone strong enough for her, except for Bianca or Becky or I don't know,
Charlotte, who's on SmackDown.
All of them are in programs. Yeah. Yeah.
So what are we doing with Rhea for Money in the Bank, and what are we doing with
for Money in the Bank?
Yeah.
I don't even know if she has a match at Money in the Bank. So I mean, yeah. I mean, it looks like Asuka and Charlotte. We'll get into that later, but it looks like that's gonna happen. Ty, how you doing? But for Rhea, I'm assuming she's just gonna probably be in Dominic's corner for his match against Cody.
Yeah, this is definitely her worst run as champion so far. So
I was gonna say it hasn't been too long yet.
Yeah. Ty, what's good, man? This, if you compare this to Raquel Rodriguez's run on NXT, so as of right now, which one would you take?
As of right now?
Yeah.
I would have to, right now I have to take Raquel's because Raquel's reign was longer at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but she actually defended it.
But yeah, this is just early in Rhea's run. I think she'll be fine.
I hope so, because Raw, I'm not liking how Raw is looking right now on the women's side. So I don't know. Yeah.
Did you see that draft? As soon as that happened, we were all saying the same thing. It's crazy. They lost like all of Damage Control. They lost everything.
Oh, they did lose Damage Control. Yeah. You're right.
God,
yeah. And that's about to be a story in itself as well. Alex, what's good? So Cody Rhodes comes out, challenged Dominic Mysterio to a match of Money in the Bank. That instantly kills my plan that I had for Cody, which I said Cody should be in the Money in the Bank. He should win it and cash in on Roman Reigns at SummerSlam with the help of Jey Uso turning on Roman. But that is not happening, obviously, after this week.
But what if he still competes in the Money in the Bank ladder match? What if somebody gets hurt? Because with the roster we have this year, I feel like somebody can get taken out and nobody would just bat an eye or anything like that.
I don't see it happening. And I low-key hope it don't happen, unless they just gonna add him like they did Brock that one year last minute.
Which was ridiculous.
Yeah, unless they're just gonna add him. I like the lineup that's there because these are fresh faces when it comes as far as the world title picture. Like, I think the only one that's had a world title shot is Shinsuke. I think Ricochet had one against Brock or something like that, right?
He did at a Royal Rumble, yeah. That did not go well for him.
Yeah, so that don't even count. But other than that, you know, who else? I don't think who else is in it? LA Knight.
Yeah. They have been saying someone is giving.
What's the guy from LWO? Santos, fresh face.
I don't think somebody's giving up their title spot. Ty, I think it's just like a match for the spot, is what it is. So if the other person wins, then they get that person's spot in the what is it called? The Money in the Bank match.
And see, if they dared to go the route to have a heel win the Money in the Bank and Cody beats him for that briefcase, they're going to have to pick the right heel, because if it's LA Knight, I don't think the crowd is going to enjoy that too much. I think it's going to be a 50-50 split, and then Cody's going to start getting that AEW treatment. If LA Knight wins the Money in the Bank and Cody challenges him for the briefcase and take it from him.
Be like a Sandow moment. That's the saddest moment in wrestling history.
Yeah, see, so we might not want to do that. We might not want to go that route, but yeah, my plan is over, so I don't know what to do now, honestly. But then again, F the draft, right? Because the draft don't mean nothing. Maybe he just get a guest pass and he just goes to SmackDown anyway. Who knows? Hell, I don't know.
He's got to hire Paul. He's got to hire Paul.
Yeah, there you go. So maybe he just get a guest pass or becomes a free agent. But it's gonna be Cody versus Dominic, and a lot of people are upset because it's Dominic. Ooh, why is he fighting Dominic? Well, Dominic is the hottest heel. Cody is the hottest babyface. It's really simple as that. I don't know what else to tell you on that part. What up, Alice? Who wins Usos or Solo? We'll get into all that, Ty. Then Cody Rhodes defeated The Miz yet again. Like, why? I'm tired of The Miz getting matches because Cody Rhodes is just, well, The Miz is just losing. WWE fan, what's good? I'm tired of The Miz losing. Tired of seeing him on TV every week just to lose. We do his TV show, then he lose. Like,
setup boy.
Yeah, I don't like it though. But like, come on, man. Like, come on now. WWE fan, we just talked about it. You love bragging about, ooh, your Cody agenda fail. So what? Shit. So what? We just got through talking about it. He's been typing this in the chat the last 3 streams.
Sorry, what have you been saying?
Your Cody agenda fail. Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
God.
Shut up, bitch.
Good job. You happy? Good dog. Like, all right, moving on. Becky Lynch defeated Chelsea Green in the one-on-one match, and she had
what's up? How you doing?
She had a promo with Zoe Stark that was. What you think about the promo between her and Zoe?
I mean, Zoe just got roasted on the mic, so.
I mean, it is Becky.
And I feel like she basically said, she's just like, did she basically say that she was better than her in the ring, but she would roast her on the microphone? Is that kind of what she was getting to? Because she has no personality, so she can't say anything.
Yeah, well, I thought it was bad both ways. Zoe was cool until she started yelling. And her voice is just not made for that yelling. But Get the Tables in the building. Shout out to Get the Tables.
Definitely not, Bob. Definitely not.
Yeah, Ty said, Jesus Christ, Zoe hurt my ear. Yeah, I was perfectly fine with her because she was telling some truth. Like, hey, you wouldn't be who you were if it wasn't for that punch. You know what I'm saying? And that's true. So, but when she yelled, have you looked in the mirror? I was like, oh, no, bro. That was horrible. So, and she lost the crowd when she did that. You could hear the crowd like, okay. So, but Becky Lynch did defeat Chelsea Green. We got an announcement to make about the Raw women's, the women's Money in the Bank, but I'll get into that after Raw, which I heard today, and I can't wait to hear your thoughts on this one. But Damian Priest defeated Matt Riddle to qualify for the Money in the Bank ladder match. So shout out to Priest. And to be honest with you, that's my early favorite right now. I thought it was
high on Priest right now. They are very high on Priest right now.
Yeah, it's between him and LA Knight. But if I had to choose who the office would pick, I'm picking Priest right now. So
I'm still picking Cody.
He's not in it though.
Sam, watch out.
Look, I hope you're right, because you already know the storyline that I would have done. But I hope you're right, but I don't see it happening now. Get the Tables is steady hating on Becky Lynch. What is new?
Hey, I like that. I like that.
Yeah,
Happy Father's Day.
That's great. That's great. Bronson Reed defeated Ricochet via disqualification. So it looks like they're going to set up a Shinsuke, Ricochet, Bronson Reed triple threat match somewhere down the line. Maybe this week. I don't know. What are your thoughts about the whole storyline between those three?
I thought last week it didn't really make any sense. I don't know why they're still going through it with this week. I don't understand like what the point is, because it doesn't even matter. Bronson Reed's still not in the match, so I don't know why. Unless listen, like, and this is the way that you can get Cody into, unless they're basically just booking him to get into a feud with these two. So at Money in the Bank, he just kills both of them. And he gets into the match, and then Cody gets into the match. Unless something like that is happening, then I really don't know why we're still watching this, because there's no need for it. That's the only thing. I only assume that they're planning something for that Money in the Bank ladder match, and that's why these two specifically are feuding with Bronson Reed. And it sucks that it's Ricochet. Oh shoot.
So Get the Table said the only person who will replace anyone is Logan Paul. Man, they better not. They better not. They better not. I don't care to see Logan Paul in the Money in the Bank. Even though he delivers on his matches, I just don't care to see him in the Money in the Bank. He doesn't deserve it. Like, stop. So nah, don't do that. Don't do that. That's a Vince McMahon move for real. Finn Balor.
Babaruski saying that it's going to be Logan too. There's a lot of people thinking, okay, interesting.
Shit. I don't like that at all.
Oh hell no! You guys see what you're doing? You're making Dope nervous.
Nah, y'all about to make me rant already, and we just started the show. Nah, I'm not gonna rant. So let's keep it going. Finn Balor, he attempted to call out Seth Rollins and challenge him for the Money in the Bank for the championship.
Right.
And the crowd was not having it, and the crowd just sung Seth's song, which at first I was like, okay, cool. The crowd is into it. They're kind of giving him the dumb treatment. I was cool with it, right? Because I'm like, Finn, it's better than Finn getting no reaction. Bet. But as Finn starts to tell his promo, and it's actually a fire promo that Finn is doing, they just wouldn't stop. And it got to the point where it's like, all right, shut up. Like, because I want to hear what Finn has to say. And Seth had a fire promo right back at Finn as well. And they both did a great job.
Basically, Bob.
Yeah, they both did a great job because Seth was like, trying to keep them in check a little bit. And Finn just, I don't know. They did a great job considering how the crowd was doing.
That crowd was annoying the hell out of me in that segment.
Dude.
I was just like, goodness gracious. It was like if the what chant was just like even more aggravating because now it's going at the same time as the freaking promo itself. And it's just like, holy smokes.
Yeah.
It's like, it was ridiculous.
Like I didn't have a problem with them doing it. Again, it fits with the theme. You got Seth Rollins in the ring, you got Finn Balor heel face. They're reacting, but to the point where you're not even listening at all. I was just, man, it got annoying. It didn't bother me though. A lot of people were being sensitive on social media. Oh my God, they're so rude. Finn deserves better. He's a fucking heel. He wants reactions. He wants to get booed. He's supposed to get disrespected by the fans. He's supposed to talk shit and disrespect them back. That's how it works. Them singing Seth song is better than them chanting asshole like they did at Shane and Vince back in the day doing their promos. So or Stephanie McMahon calling her a slut and leader a hoe and saying leader swallows clap 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 clap. Y'all mad about them singing? Like, hey man, y'all need to grow up. I just grew up in a different time. I'm sorry. It didn't bother. It was annoying. Yes, we can all agree to that. But like pissing me off. Oh, Finn deserves better. He should go to somebody word on Twitter. He should go to New Japan because he would have been champion anyway. Well, maybe he don't want to go to New Japan. Maybe he's making a lot of money in WWE. Have y'all thought about that? This man won. He's a damn near Grand Slam champion. Has he won all the titles yet? He's won IC title, Universal title. Has he won tag titles?
I don't think so. I
think that's the only title he's away because he had the US title, IC title, Universal title, and then of course all the NXT titles. But I don't think he won tag titles yet. So he's one championship away from being a Grand Slam champion. But since he don't have a title right now, and he's in the main event picture with Seth Rollins. But since he don't have a title right now, he should just go and leave in the crowd singing his Seth Rollins song towards him. Shut your ass up. Bunch of crybabies, bunch of bitches. That's what y'all are. Bunch of bitches. Sick of y'all, man. Like,
we got the rant, guys. We got the rant.
Nah, ain't no rant yet, man. Ain't no rant yet. I'm just calling it what it is. These are what these people are. They just a bunch of bitches, a bunch of crybabies, and that's all they do is cry. We watched the clip of Balor getting hurt against Rollins. I mean, it's 50-50, man. Somebody get hurt, it's on both. Seth didn't do nothing different in that buckle bomb than what he normally do. It was the same buckle. He just landed wrong. That's all that was.
He's always getting, man, Somebody's always getting hurt with that thing. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm surprised Priest didn't get hurt the other week.
That looked nasty too, man. Holy smokes.
But
Seth
and Finn cut a nice promo, even with the crowd being annoying. I love the fact that they got through their promos, and Seth hit him with his line, told him basically, hey, if you gonna be the crybaby Finn Balor, you don't stand a chance. But if you go back to the old Finn Balor that we know and love, then that's gonna be a good fight on our hands. So we'll see what'll happen in Money in the Bank. Shayna Baszler defeated Raquel Rodriguez in a match I just didn't understand. Did you understand anything about that match?
No, it didn't really make sense that why it was happening. I don't know why they keep putting her in these situations just because she's a part of a tag team. So they're just having her wrestle all of these. She
has like 3 tag teams.
Actually, true. Why hasn't any other person come to help her?
Like she has 3 partners.
Ridiculous.
Well, okay. And then, yeah, Ronda, yeah, whatever. I don't know why Ronda, I don't know. Just let's move on. Chad Gable defeated Eric. The poor Viking Raiders, man. What are we gonna do with the Viking Raiders?
That's it. I don't think there's anything else you can do. They've tried rebranding. They've tried doing all this stuff. It just, man, they went from being one of the strongest tag teams in the world, you know. But they're undefeated on NXT, I think, or until the Creeds beat them. But yeah.
So with all of these people going back to NXT, you just saw Garza and what's the guy name? Humberto and Garza just went back to NXT. Why not send the Viking Raiders back?
I think it's a good idea. Listen, the more people that we're seeing get put on these shows makes me excited because these takeovers that are going to be coming up soon, or these what is it called?
I would call them takeovers.
PLEs, takeovers. Yeah, they're going to be really dope. So we're about to get like barn burners like on every match. The last one they had was pretty solid. It was close to it. Like I thought that card was really solid, except for a few matches. But yeah, we're starting to finally get really good NXT, at least PLEs. So
tell me, NXT is cooking now. They starting to build momentum, and they doing something that we've asked for all last year. The people you're not using on the main roster, send them to NXT. How many times have I got on here and said Ali need to go to NXT and Drew Gulak need to go to NXT, and they finally did it. They finally sent them down there, and now they sending more people down there, which they need tag teams. So that's a good thing that they did send Garza and Humberto down there. But Chad Gable defeated Eric. I mean, both really need a win, honestly. So it's like 50-50 there. Somebody had to win and somebody had to lose on that. But I feel like both teams needed a win. And I feel like the Viking Raiders needed a little more. But whatever. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn defeated Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser to retain the undisputed WWE Tag Team titles, which was a fire main event. KO is just tired of talking. Anybody that come backstage talking to him and Sammy, he's just ready to fight. Like, I'm tired of this. Let's just fight. Let's fight. KO just goes crazy every time. So they end up defending their titles against Imperium, and they got the win in a fire match, and that is Monday Night Raw. What are your thoughts on Monday Night Raw?
I thought it was okay. It was like nothing. I don't know. There's some things in there that were dumb, but other than that, it was just like whatever. It was just a whatever episode. It wasn't offensive or anything. So, you know, make me feel like I wasted hours of my life for no reason. So, This is anger management 2023.
Is he saying Raw is anger management?
Like, I don't know. Oh man.
Oh, okay. Let's get into the announcement that was made on Twitter that will affect Monday Night Raw, possibly. Trish Stratus is now in the Money in the Bank match.
She's in a ladder match?
Yep.
Oh boy.
She announced it herself. She's in the Money in the Bank match.
Oh my god.
How? I don't know. Why? I don't know. Maybe that's how Cody gets in the men's match. He just announced it on his website.
That's wild. I thought she was supposed to be having a qualifying match on Monday.
according to her Twitter, she's in the match.
Damn.
Unless I misread something, somebody go double check for me. But Trish is in the match.
Damn. Okay. That's wild, Cam. Cam saying, "Why is Grandma in the ladder match?" That's wild.
Hey, this hey, come on now. Hey. WWE fan said I thought she was having a match with Raquel.
Okay, I got you.
Somebody go to her Twitter real quick. Maybe I misread, but if I remember it correctly, she announced that she was in the match. Let me find her. And then she took like a photo. You know, that's what the women do. They take a photo in the bikinis, be like, yeah, you new Money in the Bank winner. You said I misread. I'm about to go to it now. Trish versus Raquel. So Trish is gonna win then. Okay. Yeah, I see it. Yep, I did misread. So she has a qualifying match against Raquel Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Who just lost to Shayna Baszler.
Yeah. She's gonna be in the match though, pretty much though. I think we can confirm that.
All right, then. Well, she's in the match, damn it. Like I said, she's in the match. Hey man, I told you Trish was gonna be around a little bit longer. I got mixed feelings because I love Trish. Y'all know I love Trish, especially Prime Trish. It's a different level to it. But he said I was distracted by the picture. Yeah. Yeah, facts. But Monday Night Raw, I give it a B. I give it a B. I was trying to find a way to give him a B plus, but I give him a B overall.
Okay.
And yeah, that's it. I ain't got nothing else on Monday Night Raw. We'll see what Trish do tomorrow. You know, that's pretty much all I can say on that. Let's keep it moving to NXT. Let's get these results on WWE.com. It's taking all day. So NXT started off. You had Wesley, Tyler Bate, and Mustafa Ali. They took out Schism, whatever you want to call them, in a 6-man tag match. And if you notice, Grizzly Young Veterans were looking at Joe Gacy real funny. Like, hey man, we joined this guy thinking he was gonna change our career around, and we steady losing. So we'll see what happened with that. Hopefully they turn on him and go back to being what we know they are. And we'll see. So now Wesley has a title match with Tyler Bate, 1-on-1 for the North American title. Mustafa Ali is going to be the special referee. I feel like they're about to screw Wesley. What are your thoughts on that?
The plan? You think they're going to?
I think they are.
Oh man, I hope not. But they have him built as like an unbeatable champion, so for them to do something like this, that makes sense. Yeah. He just keeps going to these multi-man matches and just winning. I'm just like, good lord.
Yeah. Ty, they did ask for their release, but it was denied. So they got to be on the roster until October. So you might as well use them while you can. Moving on. Thea Hale, number 1 contender Thea Hale, defeated Cora Jade in a 1-on-1 match. What are your thoughts on Thea Hale? And being number 1 contender.
On who? Thea Hale?
Yeah.
I think she's just being used as a setup opponent for Stratton. I think that's all that is. Because she's not ready. So she's definitely not ready.
Yeah, I was shocked to see that she is the number 1 contender, but she is number 1 contender. Nathan Frazier is the new NXT Heritage Cup champion after defeated Ora Mensah, not Noam Dar. He defeated Ora Mensah. Noam Dar has an injury. What are your thoughts on that match?
I wasn't a fan of the I don't know. I hate that this is how Dar's losing this Heritage Cup, because he was the last Heritage Cup champion before the collapse of NXT UK, and he had some really banger matches. Yeah. So I felt like I wasn't really impressed with the one match they had at that takeover, and then yeah, I don't know. I didn't like it that he lost it this way too. kind of more shenanigans, which was what my problem was with the first one. So,
Axiom and Scripps teamed up against Dabba-Kato, and they took him out in a 2-on-1 handicap match. Don't really care for the match, but Axiom and Scripps, aka Reggie, could be a nice tag team for like high flying spots and et cetera and et cetera. They had some nice moves they pulled off. I don't care about the feud with Dabba-Kato and all them.
No, but yeah, no, as a tag team, I was thinking the same thing. I think these two would be phenomenal, especially with their offense. I think that'd be great.
Yeah. This match was actually fire to me. I actually like this match a lot. Malik Blade versus Idris Enofe. Tag team partners going at it one-on-one. Malik Blade got the win. And then all the tag teams that were on the outside, they came in and started brawling after it was announced. What was announced? What did he say? Booker T announced that the NXT tag team title
in a triple threat, right? Is it a triple threat?
Trying to find it because it's not on the result. It's like somewhere on the side. It's just a video, so I don't know what he's saying. But yeah, it is a triple threat match for the #1 contendership for the NXT tag team title. So all three teams started fighting randomly after they was just celebrating with each other and laughing and joking. As soon as Booker T made the announcement, they just started throwing hands. And then they all got laid out by Garza and Humberto Carrillo, which was funny. Then Roxanne Perez defeated Tatum Paxley as she cut a promo. Looked like she getting a darker side to herself, saying that she's coming directly after Blair Davenport. So we'll see what's going to happen there. It looked like she's getting a little bit of a character change. Baron Corbin defeated Dragunov to become the #1 contender for the NXT Championship. And that is NXT in a nutshell. What are your thoughts?
I thought that the
last
six
two
man
matches.
was really, really good. Huh?
I said I actually missed the last 2 matches now that I'm looking at it. I watched
I
the
like
whole show
the,
to that part.
I like the 6-man. I thought that was a really, really strong match. And yeah, I wonder what Grizzled Young Vet's next move are going to be after their year is over. So, yeah, Thea Hale, I don't really think. I mean, she's just being used as like an enhancement talent, pretty much, just to get Stratton over on her first defense. So I don't really care for that, but it is what it is. Yeah, what do you think about what's his name? Carmelo's second opponent being Baron Corbin? Because I feel like, because even when he had the North American title, like by this time in his second match, he was still proving that belt was the better belt in my opinion. But now he's got 2 matches against 2 people that have just been like mid.
Well, Corbin is the way they are trying to use Corbin is Corbin needs a fresh start. Word is he's going back to the Lone Wolf eventually. That character, free agent. And he is the last guy to pin Roman. He is the guy that retired Kurt Angle and etc. So they're trying to use that as, this is a big win for Carmelo because he's beating a vet that's been at WrestleManias and done this and done that. So, I mean, I expected it to happen at some point in his run with him taking on a vet like that. Kind of like what they did with Dolph Ziggler versus, Braun or whatever. So, I'm not... It doesn't bother me. I'm just whatever. Cause I can't think of nobody else on NXT right now outside of Wes Lee that should get that shot. So at the moment, I would love to see him versus like a Nathan Frazier or Wes Lee, high flying matches like that. But right now they're not built up to do that. So Baron Corbin it is. So as long as he don't lose, I'm good. As long as he don't lose, I'm good.
Can you imagine?
But I was just about to say they will pull the trigger like they did with Dolph, kind of build up their storyline. So we'll see. Corbin has been dominating NXT, but he's steady losing on SmackDown and Raw. He did beat up Cameron Grimes this week, so he finally got his payback on Cameron Grimes. But outside of that, he's been getting whooped on the main roster. So we'll see what happens. I give NXT I give him a B+ for this episode. Nothing really like stood out. I really did enjoy the Malik Blade Idris Enofe match more than what I thought I would. So I'll give him a B+ for that. And that is NXT in a nutshell. It's on you. Next up, we got AEW Dynamite, which started off fire. AEW cooked. That's all I'm gonna say. They cooked.
The whole thing was nuts. Yeah.
They cooked, and I'm really surprised by the ratings on that. But
first match on the card. We're from Washington D.C. This crowd was nuts the whole time, and they're in Washington D.C. and they start off with the World Heavyweight Championship Eliminator match between MJF and Adam Cole. There's just a lot of dope spots in this match, and basically it was MJF working Adam Cole's arm and his knee, and got to the end where MJF he tries to do the Eddie spot with Adam Cole and throws the title to him and then drops to the mat. But then when the referee's starting to get back up, he falls back to the ground, and so he has the belt still in his hands. So he nails MJF with it, hits the boom, and then goes for the King. 25 months, man.
Yeah, he just hit me too. I was trying to get this music to stop, but it won't stop. Shout out to King for coming through, man. Much love.
So he hits him with the boom, then goes for the 3 count, but MJF gets his hand up at the last second. And then he goes for a second boom attempt, but MJF drops. So Adam Cole has to go and try and pick him up. He hits Cole with a low blow. And then while the ref is checking on him, he takes out the diamond ring. And he's about to just blast Adam Cole in the face with it, but the ref sees it, takes the ring from him, and he gets super kicked in the face. Panama Sunrise. Boom. Adam Cole rolls him over. 1, 2, ding, 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 ding. And the most perfectly timed ending to a draw that I have seen. That was nuts. The match comes to a draw. That was this cooked. This was fucking awesome. That was the start of the show. Dope.
My favorite part of the match is when MJF tried to go Eddie Guerrero mode with the championship, throws it to Adam Cole and lays out. And then he thinks that the ref is up, and the ref end up turning the opposite way. MJF like, what are you doing? And Adam Cole is smiling out. That was my favorite part of the match, because I was like, okay, that was well played. The ref did it perfectly. All that was just perfect. So that was a good match, man.
Yeah, we see that Eddie spot so many different times. Like, it's always the same. It's so glad to see somebody try something different. Yeah, I like that.
And it worked. It worked. Adam Cole, it's like he got hurt on that elbow to the table.
I was worried about that.
So, something to look out for. He seemed legit injured for a minute. So, yeah.
After this, Adam Cole gets a microphone and asks MJF for 5 more minutes. But MJF just takes the belt and walks away.
Right.
We get a video package for Punk coming back on Saturday. Sammy Guevara comes out and tells everybody that they're having a girl. And the Darby Allin comes out and then basically says that the crowd is starting to like him again. But I was just like, I don't know about that, Darby. That seems like kind of a reach.
Well, I mean, they starting to cheer. That what's that? All Access or All In show, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
That helped him a lot as far as being a babyface again. So, like, you can't watch that show and not like Sammy after watching that show. So,
Jericho comes out and tells Sammy that he could have been champion if he had called him. And Guevara says, well, you wouldn't have lost to Adam Cole twice if you had called me. They go back and forth on the mic, and Jericho tells Sammy that it's time that they bring back the La Sex Gods so that he can know his role in the group and where the leadership really is. At some point, Darby Allin says, you call yourself a wizard, but every time you get into the ring, the magic is gone, which Jericho starts to threaten Darby, but he says he's not alone. And we get a face-off between Sting and Jericho, which apparently this was like a first-time ever thing, but I thought was kind of wild. Yeah. So After this, you had an 8-man between the Mogul Embassies and Sting, Cassidy, Darby Allin, and Keith Lee. I thought it was a all right tag match. I thought that Sting was doing his best in this match. He definitely was, because he was like probably the one struggling moving part in this match. But everything came together at the end, and it was a nice, fun 8-man match. So,
Table said this segment was a waste. All it did was set Jericho and Sting up.
Yeah. That better be a freaking what I don't know if they do one of those what is it called, cinematic things. With those things are normally good with Sting. So.
Oh, you think they saving it for All In, or All In, to try to put more butts in the seats?
That would be an insane idea. I don't think that they should, unless it's gonna be like a tag match. I don't think they should have any type of singles match with Sting.
Hey, if you tell me Sting and Jericho is on a match in the UK, no, it doesn't matter how old they are. They're gonna show up for that. So,
the Guns have a promo with Renee. Say they're challenging the Hardys on Dynamite next week. The TBS Championship match. Wardlow. Wait, what? Yeah, Wardlow against Jake Hager. Okay, I was like, what am I reading? Wardlow retains after a swanton and a powerbomb. Yeah, he retains the title. So I mean, it was just like a nothing match. This just set up for him going into Collision. So with I guess that's all this was, because Christian comes out at the end. Or no, Christian appears on the screen at the end of this, and we can't hear a word that he's saying. The audio is just completely cut. And a few minutes later, the sound comes on, and he basically says, "Yeah, we fucked up your boy Arn. Like, he's jacked up."
Yep.
And they left him for dead. And because of that, Luchasaurus got a title shot on Saturday.
Yeah. So, yeah.
We'll get back to that. Renee is backstage again with MJF. Damn. She was backstage with a lot of people. Yeah. MJF was backstage with Renee. Renee was backstage with MJF. And we go to a commercial where Hiroshi Tanahashi challenges MJF for his title at Forbidden Door. So Renee tells MJF about this, and MJF just says all the cliche MJF shit. I don't want to challenge somebody from a rinky-dink indie promotion in Japan. This guy, he thinks he's a legend, but he's not. This, that, and the third. So, and he says that he's not doing the match. So, more on that to come. I'm sure.
Which he's doing the match. So
exactly.
Yeah.
Renee is backstage again. This time with Zack Sabre Jr. Or this time she's with Orange Cassidy, actually. Then he says that he's going to challenge. He's going to put his belt on the line at Forbidden Door against whoever. So Zack Sabre Jr. walks in. Then Daniel Garcia walks in. And we end up basically setting up a tag match for Dynamite on Wednesday, which is going to be pretty crazy. It's going to be Shibata and Cassidy against Garcia and Zack Sabre Jr., which that tag match should be nuts. AEW Women's World Championship match. Toni Storm beat Sky Blue. Sky Blue was pretty over in this match. She actually was really good.
She was over this weekend, too.
After the bell, the Outcasts start attacking her, but Willow comes down to make the save, and a tag match is made for Collision. Renee is backstage again with Jungle Boy and Hook. Earlier in the show, Sonata, the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, issued a challenge to the entire locker room in AEW, an open challenge for his belt. And Jungle Boy is accepting that challenge. And the only thing he asked for is that Hook is by his side for his title match. I think we're getting the turn at Forbidden Door. Dope.
Okay. Ty said, I see MJF no showing the match and CM Punk replacing him as the AEW champion who never lost his belt, which gives us the Tanahashi Punk match that we never got.
Whoa, that actually is interesting. That'd be dope.
If they want to keep MJF as that top heel, I would have him not show up. Yeah, fuck this match. I'm not going. So, yeah. And if you want Punk to be a babyface, that's a good way to do it. Because right now, he's only cheered in Chicago. It's mixed reactions everywhere else.
I think they got to turn him heel. I think they got to. We'll talk about that later, but yeah. Main event. Bryan Danielson comes out to the commentary table for the main event. We got the Blackpool Combat Club going up against the Hung Bucks. The Hung Bucks end up winning, and then this is when apparently by this point there was 4 minutes left in the show, so we just got a overload of shit. Like, if you have ADD, then this is like the perfect last couple of minutes for you. So the Blackpool Combat Club are beating up on the Elite after they've won their match. Cesaro's Claudio's in the ring, and he's just stomping on one of the Young Bucks, and all of a sudden Eddie Kingston's music comes up. So Eddie Kingston runs down to the ring, and you can tell this man is in pain. He is running down to the ring. He gets in there, goes off on Yuta, hits him with the Hurricane, hits Claudio with the Hurricane, and then all of a sudden Moxley gets in the ring, and these two have history, so they're talking with each other. The Bucks are trying to beat up Moxley, but Eddie is trying to stop that from happening. All of a sudden, Takeshita runs down to the ring and lays out Eddie with a forearm to the back of the head. He starts laying out the Young Bucks and just starts beating on them. Kenny Omega's music starts playing. Kenny comes out, V-trigger to Takeshita, a second V-trigger, and he's going to he's doing the gun sign, points at Takeshita. As soon as he starts to run at Takeshita, Will Ospreay meets him halfway and nails him with a rear super kick to the head. And then hits him with the hidden blade to the face and a Stormbreaker. And then when the credits come up, Will Ospreay hits him with another hidden blade to the back of the head and leaves. This was freaking ridiculous, but it got me so hyped for this freaking show, dope. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was a good, like, I had to remind myself that this is not the weekend of Forbidden Door. Like, that was a send-off show right there and a send-off finish, but we still got a whole nother week before they even do that. So that was crazy. A lot of people noticed. I didn't even notice until social media, of course. Moxley and the Young Bucks talking on this hard cam side.
Somebody was watching for stuff like that. I was like, Eddie, how do you even see that stuff?
I didn't notice it at all watching it live. And then I saw it. I was like, oh, man, what? They're blaming production. I got on Twitter and said, no, normally it is production. This time I'm not putting that on production because they should know better. If they got something to say, move away from the hard cam side. And if anybody of the group knows that more than anybody out there that was in the ring, it's freaking Jon Moxley. Because that's a former WWE champion, and they preach that. They will literally nail that in your head. Don't talk on the hard cam side. If you got something to chat, move away. So Mox knows that more than anybody, so don't blame production on that one. Normally I give production hell for catching things and all that, but no, this is completely on Mox and the Young Bucks. And I'm putting it more on Mox because Mox has worked in the WWE as a top guy, and he knows better. But that didn't bother me because I didn't see it live. But just to address that on Twitter, everybody talking about it, that's on Mox. That's not on production. Production is told to follow the action. The action was right in the middle of the ring. The hard cam is right there on the middle of the ring. What you want them to do? Start doing Kevin Dunn camera angles and missing and doing this? Like, that's what y'all want AEW to start doing? So
we already have one company that makes me dizzy when I watch their show. Sometimes
exactly.
The amount of cameras they got, I don't need a second one.
Yeah. So, but outside of that, which I didn't notice live, so I'm not even going to count that. AEW gets an A+ for me because they kill. They cook. Mm-hmm. And it felt like a go-home show for the pay-per-view, which is actually not the go-home show. They got another one. So we'll see how that happens this coming week. But for this show, yeah, they definitely kill. Hand claps for them. Let me see what Ty said. This should have happened on the go-home show, though. Elite would not.
We don't
be
even
in
know
attendance.
what's happening on the go-home show. That's the problem. We'll talk about it, I guess, because it's going to be next week when we do our predictions. But they've only got 4 matches announced as of this week. So the next 2 shows that we're going to get from AEW are going to be ridiculously packed with nonsense.
They got 2 shows.
They have to. Yeah.
Or 2
they just have
left?
a Dynamite. 1 week. They have a Dynamite and a Collision to announce more matches. We only have 4 matches on this card.
So next Sunday
and we have so much talent that hasn't been announced. Naito hasn't been announced. Shingo, Ishii, all of these guys haven't been announced. And we have like Hangman Page, Adam Cole. What are they going to be doing on the show? You know, there's yeah, the next week's episode. Don't worry, just because this week's episode was crazy, I guarantee you next week is gonna be just as wild.
We'll see.
Because they still have a whole card they need to go through.
Yeah, we'll see. So we'll see how they set this up. But Forbidden Door should be crazy. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I got my Fire Stick hack, so I will be watching on that. Yeah. That's how we doing things from now on. Tested it out yesterday on some UFC stuff. I was like, oh, win. No buffering or nothing. HD win. So I would send y'all. If you got fire, no, I don't want to say that too much on because this is Amazon platform. Hold on. Never mind. Never mind. Bruh. You didn't hear nothing at all. Buy the pay-per-view, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Buy the pay-per-view. You didn't hear nothing else at all. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Mad Dog, what's good?
Cam, you know what's up.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, I completely forgot what platform we were on right now. We talking about Fire Sticks and we're on Amazon right now. All right, you got anything else on Dynamite before we go to?
Nope. I'm good.
All right, let's see if I can get SmackDown up here on the screen. Shout out to everybody for joining. Once again, if you want to join the show, all you got to do is hit that guest star or send something in the chat. It should be able to bring you in with no problem, and you'll be able to join the show with no problem. But let's keep it moving. Let's get to SmackDown. Handcuffs for AEW Dynamite. SmackDown started off with the undisputed tag team titles #1 contender gauntlet match. And you had the Brawling Brutes defeat the Street Profits first. But then the Brawling Brutes defeated the OC. And then the Brawling Brutes defeated the LWO. And then the Brawling Brutes defeated Flop Dollar.
You demolished Hit Row.
I mean,
Good Lord.
why were they even there? I don't even like
Somebody timed all these matches. Guess how long that match was? 16 seconds.
That's longer than what I thought.
Yeah.
That's longer than what I thought. As soon as he slid in the ring, he was hit.
Oh my god.
So, whatever, man. Like you bring Hit Row back and you do nothing. Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna. Yeah. And then Pretty Deadly, of course, defeated the Brawling Brutes after the Brawling Brutes ran through everybody. And Pretty Deadly is the right team to win, considering that it's in the UK. Money in the Bank is in the UK. They're the heels, and they're going up against Kevin and Sammy.
Ooh, in the UK, dude, that'll be fucking.
Exactly.
That'll make them.
Exactly.
People sleep on Pretty Deadly. These guys are gonna have a fucking great match against these two. It'll be fantastic.
And a lot of people didn't think about that. A lot of people were like, "Oh man, they shouldn't. Why Pretty Deadly win?" Well, they're the heels first of all, and they're going to UK where they're from, and they're well known in the UK.
So we're getting Forbidden Door on a Sunday, and then we're gonna end that week with Money in the Bank. These crowds are gonna be nuts. Both of these shows are gonna be insane.
So, and I get like Sheamus going over there and all that, but yeah, it needed to be Pretty Deadly. So I didn't have a problem with that match. I didn't have a problem with them winning. I like that they're already in the title picture as soon as they get to the main roster, like they should be. Moving on, Zelina Vega defeated Io Sky. Thanks to Bailey. Bailey's distracting the ref, and I mean they're just setting it up. They're just setting the breakup up where Io is going to turn on Bailey. Io pretty much had it in hand. Ref was distracted with Bailey. Io got mad at Bailey. Zelina took advantage. Zelina got the win. Io is pissed at Bailey. Bianca Belair comes out to confront Charlotte Flair on the Grayson Waller Effect show. Grayson Waller, why he still haven't had a match yet? What are we doing? Didn't he get in the face of AJ Styles like his first day there?
Yep.
Hasn't done anything since?
Yep. Oh my. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Bianca tells, Charlotte is official now that she's going to get the match before Bianca, which makes 0 sense at all. 0 sense at all. But Charlotte tried to use the fact, hey, I never got my rematch against Rhea either. Well, shit, go fight Rhea. She need an opponent right now.
It's a different woman champion. What are you talking about? Get out of here. What
Thank
the
you.
hell?
Like, go fight Rhea. She needs an opponent. Why you come to? Okay, yeah. I'm not ranting today. So Bianca comes out, cuts a fire promo. They go back and forth. She cuts a fire promo, say I'm the longest reigning women's champion in the modern era, and it didn't take me 14 times to do it. So put some respect on my name. Cause Charlotte tried to hit her with, I'm the queen, I'm the 14-time champion, all that. Woo! Bianca shut that down. I don't care. She said, go ahead, have your little funky match. I'm gonna be ringside. Whoever wins, I'm getting in the ring, and we're going face to face, which makes me nervous for Asuka. I don't look as much as I would love to see Bianca versus Charlotte, and that's probably going to be the SummerSlam match.
Which is kind of wild. You're telegraphing. This is
Yeah.
going to turn into a yeah.
I feel bad
On the first
for
title
Asuka,
defense
dude.
for this brand new title, they're just going to have her lose it. Yeah.
And she lost.
And then I mean, whoever if Charlotte wins, then she better have a long title reign too, because if they drop the title with her after her one reign too, then that'll be kind of crazy.
Oh my god.
You know what I
I
mean?
feel like it should be a triple threat match between the three. Just let those three cook.
It would be better.
But I feel I'm nervous.
I
for
said it
Asuka.
would be better. Like, yeah,
I mean, Bianca and Charlotte go kill. Whatever.
they're gonna still have a good match too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I wish SummerSlam wasn't so close. I think that's the only reason why we're doing this right now. I feel bad for Asuka.
Hopefully Asuka wins, man, and they make it a triple threat match. Like some BS happen. I don't know. We'll see. Karrion Kross finally gets a win. He finally gets a win. But it's against Karrion Kross and Scarlett. They get a win. And it's against AJ and Mia Yim. So is that really saying something right now? Beating the OC right now, is that really saying anything?
No.
Like AJ is not nearly the same AJ as he was 2016, 2017, even 2018. Like he's not even close to being on that level right now. The way they're
All
using
of them
him.
have been like super diminished as of late. Like the OC just seemed like the jobber squad pretty much.
And I don't like it at all. Mia Yim downhill. Like it's but whatever. Karrion Kross got to win. I mean, finally, I guess he's been picking these cards and getting his ass whooped by all these people on these cards. And then he just go move on to the next card and pick another guy and say, I'm going to kill him. And then he lose to them. So at least he got to win this time, I guess. But, man, it just had to be AJ, right? It just had to be AJ. It just had to be Mia Yim. Getting a headache. All right, let's keep it moving. Santos Escobar defeated LA Knight in a one-on-one match. I'm trying to think of anything else I want to say about that match. I really don't have nothing. You got anything on that match?
Nope.
Yeah, I was.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
It was just like yeah. There's no it's like there's no there's nothing. What's the word I'm looking for? At risk or anything like that. It was just like
just there.
A match. It was just on the show. Yeah.
And then the whole night, the build-up was Jey Uso's gonna make his choice. What is he gonna do? He's gonna side with his brother, or is he gonna side with Roman Reigns and the Bloodline? But backstage, let's go backstage first. Baron Corbin destroys Cameron Grimes. Cameron Grimes was cutting the promo backstage. Baron Corbin took him out. So Baron Corbin finally get, some type of up and comers on SmackDown on the main roster. Jey Uso ran into Sami Zayn. Sami didn't even say nothing this time. Sami was like, you know what to do. I'm going to get up and walk away. You know what to do. And Sami already knows that Jey knows what to do, because when it came down to Jey joining Sami and leaving his brother earlier in the year, Jey turned around and got us all when we thought he was going to join Sami. Then he turned around and super kicked Sami. It was like, you thought I was going to join you? Thought I was gonna join you? This is family. He cussed. So, what up, Don? So, it's already
Don, how you doing?
It's already been made known that Jay's not gonna leave his brother, and Sami know better than anybody, cause Sami found out earlier this year. So, but Sami got up, walked away, didn't say nothing. Jey Uso told Paul Heyman again, "You keep talking, but if I'm in the bloodline, you out the bloodline." So Paul is like, okay, nervous and all that. Roman demands Paul Heyman to track down Jey Uso. Yeah, and that's just pretty much what it was the whole night. Everybody's trying to figure out what Jay's gonna do. Jey finally comes out. Roman finally comes out. And Roman is talking like, yo, say it the same thing Paul Heyman said. Yo, we're building you up to be the next tribal chief. But Jey was like, hey, you tell me if I'm staying or not, because it's either me or Paul Heyman. And Roman's like, that's not what you do. That's not, you don't make the orders around here. That's my special counsel. That's not yours. Yeah. That's not the bloodline.
That's my wise man.
Yeah, that's my wise man. So that tells you right there that he wasn't going to join. But they flipped it around when Jimmy came out, because they started telling him like, hey, you main evented because of us. And Jimmy was the only one that had a problem with you being a right-hand man and getting all these opportunities. So Jey turned around, looked at Jimmy. Jay's putting on his face. Is that true? Is that true? And Jimmy's like, yeah, that's true. And Jimmy's putting the sad puppy dog face that he's good at doing. So Jay's like, it's a blessing in disguise that you got hurt, because I took over. I stood up. They know us now, and it's because of Roman Reigns. I'm the right man. I'm the right hand man. I'm the main event Jey Uso. I main evented pay-per-views and etc. It's because of Roman. And then he yells at Jimmy, "You're out." So Jimmy's looking sad dog again. And I'm already getting the clip from last week when I said I think they're going to swerve us and have Jey join the bloodline for a couple of weeks. So I was already about to pull up that clip so I could post it on Twitter. And then his ass turned around and was like, I'm out too, and super kicked the shit out of Roman. It's like, well, so much for that clip. Let me throw that out. So Jey Uso go ahead and he finally turns on Roman Reigns. Dropped him with a super kick. Solo tried to get involved. Jimmy super kicks him. They throw him out, and then Roman is pissed. He's slamming the mat. Y'all need me. Y'all need me. He gets up and boy, double super kick. Roman sold it like death. He was laid out.
Shot in the face. That's what it looked like, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Bro, he was laid out. That super kick was brutal. Paul Heyman's on the outside crying. This shit it was hilarious. And I watched it maybe like 25 times on replay. I just kept rewinding and watching that part to see that it finally happened. I'm so happy Jey Uso finally, turned, even though he turned earlier than what I said he would do. But hey, Jey Uso finally turned, and that's SmackDown in a nutshell. What you got?
I thought that it was good. I thought the last segment was obviously really, really well done, well told. I had I don't know, everything else on it was just kind of there, but it was like leading up to a really good crescendo. I'm kind of shocked that they did it so soon, but that kind of makes me think that we are getting Cody and Roman at SummerSlam.
I hope so, man.
At least I hope so, yeah.
I don't know how they're going to do it now with Cody not being in the Money in the Bank, so.
Because the only way that, I don't know. I feel like you're going to build another challenger in, what's his name? In Jey. That's the only other option, is that Jey versus Roman at SummerSlam.
Jey should take
but
it.
I don't think they put the title on Jey either, because I don't think that would make sense. So, like, it has to be Cody, right? So
I'm good with either or. I've been wanting Jey to take that title. Remember, I wanted Jey to do WrestleMania with him before Cody.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted Jey to turn a long time ago, but they kept it along. They kept it going.
Give me 1 second, Dub. I'll be right back.
All right. Yeah, Jey Uso had to. He got to get something out of it. They got to get something out of it. They can't go back to the tag titles right now, considering KO and Sammy are running that thing. So we need some solo titles from Jey Uso, because that was the whole thing. Okay, if you lead the bloodline, you're not getting no U.S. title matches, IC title matches, and all, etc. So we got to see a build-up from Jey Uso and Jimmy. We got to see what they're going to do outside of just being a tag team that wins titles again. Like, we need to see some solo stuff from both guys, in my opinion, to keep it, going. Because if they just go back to being a tag team in a tag team division, then it kind of proves Roman's point. So it kind of proves Roman's point. And then they already set up Usos versus Solo and Roman at Money in the Bank. which I feel like, I hope the Usos win, but I feel like they're going to lose. I don't see Roman and Solo losing 2 matches back to back on 2 pay-per-views back to back. So, they got to figure something out. Dark is back. I was telling the chat that they got to figure something out with the Usos, that it can't just go back to being a tag team and a tag team division after this. Like, yeah, they have to go back to. They have to have some type of solo runs where Jey is getting title opportunities, Jimmy's getting title opportunities. Because if not, it's proven Roman's point that
he's nothing more than a twin.
Yeah. So they can't just send the Usos back to the tag division. So something has to happen with the Usos as far as solo careers as well. And then I was telling them they already booked Solo and Roman versus the Usos at Money in the Bank, which kind of makes me nervous for the Usos already, because I feel like the Usos, I want them to win, but I feel like they're going to lose. I don't see Roman and Solo losing 2 pay-per-views back to back.
I think they will. I think they're going to lose. I think this is going to play into Roman going crazy.
So you saying
I think he's going to lose, and then he's going to just go crazy on the Usos.
Okay, but now when SummerSlam come around, you talking about possibly 3 straight pay-per-views that he lose. You think that's going to happen?
Yeah. Like, that's the story they're telling. And that's why I always say that it's dumb that he didn't just lose the title. We're seeing just the fall of the Roman Empire, pretty much. But they, for some reason, kept the title on him. That's the only thing in this entire storyline that doesn't make any sense, is that he's still the champion. It's the only thing.
Okay, we'll see.
That's what this story is built for, that type of purpose. It feels like they shouldn't have been a champion, but it's what it is.
We'll see. I don't see the Usos beating Roman and Solo. At least not now. Maybe by next week before the match, I can see it, but right now I just can't see it. That's SmackDown in a nutshell. Let's get to AEW Collision. We'll do our power rankings, and then we're done. It's all on you, Dark.
All right. Collision. I forgot to make a thing for Collision. All right. Collision. Live from the United Center in Chicago. Start off with Punk coming out. He's got shoes, like boots, like swung around his neck, and he's got a red bag, basically, that he brought to the thing with him, like a red leather bag. So, Jesus, he said a lot of things here. I'm gonna try and cut it down as much as I can. Pretty much thanks to fans for still riding with him. Says that if anybody, that he's not as soft as your favorite wrestler. What was the line that he said about the Young Bucks? He said something like about the Young Bucks.
They call him One Bill Phil.
Yeah.
Because he's something. Oh, he's the only legit article. And something he mentioned Young Bucks somewhere. I forgot how he spent it.
He said something though, and then at one point there was a "fuck the elite" chant going around Chicago. I was just like, oh Jesus Christ,
this is crazy.
And so basically he ends the promo by saying, he's like, people want me to retire, but I'll never leave my boots in the middle of the ring because I still got more to do. And then he has his championship, or he has the red sash in his other hand, and he's just like, and I have this, I'm the real champion, essentially, like, because I never lost it when I left. So if you want to prove something to me, Max, you got to prove it. And then he's going to keep carrying this thing. He's going to go around. He's going to keep defending it. So I think we might get MJF and Punk at Wembley. I think for a unification match will probably happen over there. And I think that's a great stage to do it. I think MJF just needs to win. So
we'll see. CM Punk seems to get his way. So
TNT Championship match, Wardlow against Luchasaurus. Wardlow is doing well until the end comes when he goes to the top rope to hit probably a moonsault, and Christian grabs a person's camera and just bashes him over the head with it twice. Wardlow falls, and Luchasaurus just gets him for the pin and the cover, and we have a new TNT champion. And Christian comes in, takes the belt, and just starts posing with it immediately, which was ridiculous.
I mean that damn title, bro.
Yeah.
Is yeah. Go ahead.
Hot potato. Andrade makes his return against Buddy Matthews. This match was insane. Make sure to go to watch this. This is really good. Andrade got the win with the figure 8. So shout outs to Charlotte.
They did a lot of they women's moves in this match. I don't know if you
the not the Riptide, but the
Ripcord or something like that, whatever it's called.
Yeah. The like the reverse Texas Cloverleaf that Rhea uses. Yeah. Buddy Murphy. Yeah, that did happen too. Yep.
Sure did.
After the match, Andrade tries to shake Matthews' hand when the lights go out. They come back on, and the rest of the House of Black is in there, and they just kill Andrade. After this, we got a video package for a returning Scorpio Sky. That was good to see him on the show.
I forgot all about him, bro.
So yeah, Tony, I thought he was gone. Tony Nese comes out for a match against Miro, and Miro just destroys Nese. Really good showcase for Miro. Awesome seeing Miro on there again. Sky Blue and Willow Nightingale versus Tony and Ruby Soho. Sky Blue very hot in this match too with the crowd because this is her hometown, and ended up getting the win with the code blue. So,
what happened? You see this on the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you? Oh, hold on. They can't see it on the stream.
You talking about the Rhea Ripley thing?
Yeah. So this just popped up. Oh, it's still not showing up on the screen. But you see it, Dark, right?
Yeah.
You see what that look like?
Yeah.
Rhea posted it herself.
That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Oh,
yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah,
no words, Bob. No, exactly. Yeah.
Did Bob see it? Bob know what I'm talking about?
So, yeah, Bob saw it. Yeah. They can see it on my screen.
Oh, they can see it on your screen.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's not popping up on mine, but hey, you can see it. Dark chat, you see this. All right, that threw me off just now. Like I just scrolled on my phone. I saw this pop up. I was like, wait a minute now.
Oh man.
All right. Well, there you go.
Man.
There you go.
Said KM said, please explain. No, I can't do that.
We can't. That's...
If you know, you know. Oh Jesus. Tony Schiavone welcomes the Ass Club out, or the Acclaimed. I'm sorry, I call them the Ass Club. Jesus Christ. And they all scissor in the middle of the ring. Main event is up next. We got Bullet Club Gold and Samoa Joe up against FTR and CM Punk. And there was a really cool moment when Punk and Joe were both legal in the match, and that crowd just went nuts. It's like a really big rivalry in ROH, a really insane trilogy of matches that these two had. So that was really cool. Yeah. And CM Punk and FTR ended up getting the win. It was a really nice main event. And I guess after the crowd, Punk called in a fan who was trans and then just went over how he supports the LGBTQ community with FTR and stuff like that. So that's how the show ended. So
okay.
First episode of Collision. Joe, what did you think?
It was better than Rampage. So I can say that easy. But it was a good show. It was good to see the fresh faces. Well, returning faces, I should say. I told Dark off stream, I said it kind of felt like I was watching the Dynamite rejects. Like the people who they weren't good enough to stay on Dynamite for whatever reason. And they put them on Collision. But I still kind of feel that way because some of these people should have been on Dynamite from jump, and I
think the problem is there was just too many people. Imagine what would happen if you put I don't know, let's say Miro or an Andrade. Then any of the programs that we saw in the past, everything's gonna have to get shifted around, and they were working on too many different things at once. And that's always been the problem with AEW is that there's way too many people. So
yeah, but your tag team champions barely been seen on Dynamite. That's
see, that's what I'm saying.
They're your champions. Like FTR is like one of the hottest tag teams in the world, and they're your champions. I literally forgot they were champions until they came out last night. It's like I could not think of who the champions were in the tag division. I think Rhea has messed up my OBS or something because you're freezing a lot and then you're coming back and then you're freezing again and coming back. But you're working just fine on my guest star. It's just the OBS that's freezing and coming back. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy that the champs only had, like Dax said last night, that's only his third match this year in AEW. Mm-hmm. He's a champ. Like you can't find nothing for him. So it's
for who?
For Dax, for the FTR.
Oh, yeah. They said that's their third match.
He put on Twitter as his third. Well, last night was his fourth match of the year.
In AEW, really?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes. That's his fourth match of the year. He said FTR versus Jay White and Robinson sound good to me. Nah. I'm mad on that, Ty.
I need Jay White to go right after a main title.
I would love to see Jay White go out to CM Punk.
Punk wants to work with him.
So yeah, that's why he's on his show. You know, that's the CM Punk show, and Jay White was on there. So, but Collision was dope. I love the stage. The commentators need work. Even it's crazy saying that because these are vets, but you know they're not used to working the AEW style, so they need work. The new ring announcer, whoever she was, calling Buddy Matthews Buddy Murphy, you know, she just need a slap on the wrist for that. You know, get your names right if you're gonna be working in AEW. So, and you see, Buddy actually stopped on the stage.
Yep.
When she did that. So, yeah, Collision was cool. I can't wait to see what type of feuds and stuff they start building up on that show. But as of last night, it was cool. It was just a startup show for last night. I didn't like the TNT title changing hands again. I just laughed at it. I was like, of course it did.
They need somebody to start this thing fresh. They need somebody to take it. But the thing is, too, it's gone downhill so much that at first I was just like, give it to Miro or something like that to reestablish it. But I want Miro to take the international title because I think he would be great to continue. Because that run, the run with this title so far, makes it one of the best belts, I think, in the company. Yeah. Like right underneath the heavyweight belt. So if you give it to Miro, imagine the run he's going to have with that belt.
Yeah, so that TNT title, which is actually perfect for Collision because Collision is on TNT versus Dynamite being on TBS. That TNT title is perfect for Collision. But I always look at that title now as if they need a title change for shock value for any show, that's the title they change. They don't change any other title. That is the title that they change. And yeah, since Miro dropped it, it really hasn't been the same. So yeah, give it back to Miro. I forgot about Lance Archer. He tweeted today, "Oh, CM Punk won't fight me. He won't get in the ring with me like it's some personal beef or whatever. Or maybe he's trying to politic. Maybe he's trying to politic to get in the ring with him." But he said CM Punk gonna call me soft because he won't get in the ring with me, and Tony Khan won't let me get in the ring with him. So, but I forgot he was on the roster. So hopefully we see
there's
more
a lot
of these people
like that though. He was complaining about. He's just like, oh yeah, he was Hangman was shooting on me. That was the one thing in the interview where I was just like, oh, this makes Punk sound weak as hell, because he was complaining about that, and then somebody immediately brought up a video of like of Roosh and his match with Jungle Boy, and he's just like, if he thought Hangman was bad, then he should never be in a match with Roosh.
And Roosh liked those tweets.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Roosh liked at least 6 of them.
Oh gosh, I was like, yeah, man. I was like, come on, dude. Oh,
yeah.
Lord.
I mean, we'll see what happens with Punk, man.
Exactly.
That's all I can say about it. We'll see what happens with him. I don't have a side. Like, y'all know Adam Page is one of my favorite AEW wrestlers from Jump, and he was one of my favorite ROH wrestlers. And I was also a Punk fan too, so I'm just like in the middle of it right now, and I'm just like, it is what it is. I feel like CM Punk is being the baby out of the two, because Adam Page, he has the freedom to talk about it, and he still goes out of his way to not talk about it. But CM Punk is steady doing interviews and etc.
The only one going out doing interviews talking about this stuff on the regular, yeah.
He chopped me in the mouth, which he did. But you know how many matches I've seen where people got chopped in the mouth?
It's not a big deal.
Like, it happens when you're chopping up and you doing this and you bend your head down. It happens.
That's Adam's fault.
Well, okay. I mean, CM Punk literally did this, and
yeah.
But okay, it chipped his tooth though. So what? It's wrestling. Like, stuff happens. It's wrestling. You think Finn Balor is legit pissed at Seth Rollins? Finn Balor go on ESPN after he lost the Universal title and just shit on Seth Rollins?
Can you imagine? He's just like, yeah, when he did that buckle bomb, I started thinking this was a shoot.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Did Sting shit on?
Said shooting.
Yeah. Did Sting shoot on Seth Rollins after the buckle bomb? And Ty, that wasn't intentional. So, so Adam Page was intentional. You know for sure, Ty, huh? You know that for sure, right? Please tell me how you know. Did Adam tell you himself? Did the Young Bucks tell you that was intentional? Because I could go to Twitter right now. Actually, I go to YouTube right now, and I could pull up Cassius Ohno hitting people in the mouth with chops. I could pull up plenty of people hitting people in the mouth with chops. And I pull up a match with Cassius Ohno and CM Punk where Cassius headbutted him twice in the corner, and Punk literally got mad, got out the corner, slapped the shit out of him, threw him down, kicked him in the back, and told him to fucking watch it. So I've seen plenty of times when CM Punk gets mad, but when CM Punk stiff people, they just keep it going. Go back and rewatch it, dog. I've seen it plenty of times, dog. How many times you want me to rewatch it? Shit happens, dog. Riddle got his fucking tooth and his nose blasted by Sheamus on a pump kick. That looked intentional as hell, but I know it wasn't. Was Riddle shitting on Sheamus after that WrestleMania match in Tampa? I could do this all day. Like, y'all talking about a chop. Y'all talking about a chop. It didn't end his career. It's not like Goldberg versus Bret Hart. He said that chop to the face look off. A lot of shit look off when it's an accident. That's why it's an accident. Like, it's a... Go look up CM Punk botches in AEW. Where he hurt himself. Did he shoot on himself?
Yes.
Did he shoot on his legs for giving out when he did the buckle bomb?
He's bummed. Yeah, he's bummed.
Like, what? Like, did he go on ESPN to my damn ankle? My fucking ankle just gave out. It was on purpose. Like, and then for the fact that he said Adam was shooting on him in that match, Adam waited on his ass twice on that buckle bomb just to make sure it looked great. Twice in that match. But Adam was unprofessional the whole match. Adam could have clotheslined the shit out of him both times if he really wanted to shoot on him. But hey, Now you about to make me pick sides. I wasn't even picking sides yet, but you about to make me pick sides, Ty.
Probably took it personal after the promo. Oh, he took everything after that promo. He took everything from Adam Page personal.
Yeah, he took everything from the Elite personal. That one promo set him off on everybody in the Elite. So I mean, hey, you know, whatever, man. Let's. I mean, I can do this all day. But let's get into power rankings, top 5 wrestlers of the week. You want to go first, or you want me to go first?
Well, I'll let you go first this week.
Okay. Hold on. Make sure you're not froze again. All right. I think you're good. Oh, yeah, we almost done anyway. It don't matter. But, shoot. Okay. Top 5. That's tough, man.
Yeah.
Especially with this extra show. That's tough. Trying to think if I could pick anybody off for Raw. I don't think I could pick anybody off for Raw. NXT. I guess I give Nathan Frazier number 5 for becoming the what is it, the World Cup champion? Not the World Cup. Heritage Cup champion.
Yep.
I give him a number 5 spot for that, even though it wasn't Noam Dar that he beat, but he still won the championship nonetheless. Number 4. I give it to Pretty Deadly for becoming number 1 contenders for the World Tag Team Championships. Are they going to change those belts, by the way? Or is that just what it is?
I think that they might do something at the show. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, they've redone every other belt, you know?
Okay, well.
Or maybe they want to keep them this. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do, Dove. I can't tell you.
So I'll give it to Pretty Deadly for that. Number 3, I'm going to actually give it to Sammy and KO, because Sammy and KO did defend their titles against Imperium. So number 3, I'll give it to them. Number 2, I'm gonna give it in unison to Adam Cole and MJF for their match that they had against each other Wednesday. I'll give them that. And then number 1, I'm gonna give it to Jey Uso, because Jey Uso finally turned on Roman Reigns, got the pop, finally got all that toxic energy out of him that he had. Man, this is 3 years in the making, and this man finally took Roman out. It was something good to see, and those are my top 5.
For me, number 5 is going to be Will Ospreay, because I thought this week he had a really good run. He showed up on TV and instantly felt like the megastar that he is. Had a match on Rampage and just killed it. That 6-man was actually really interesting against the Best Friends and Rocky Romero. So it's been a really good couple of weeks for Will. So, and I think he's my number 5 pick. Number 4, I'm going to give to Takeshita for the same reason. I think that he's had a really, really good week. And even though he got laid out in that segment at the end, he still had a stellar match on Rampage. Rampage was actually low-key, like, fire as hell this week. Because Bandito and Takeshita closed out the show, and that match was nuts. That was a really, really good one, too. So,
appreciate the follow, singing tone. I'm sorry, Dart. Go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. Number 3 for me is probably going to go to Andrade for his return. Just a super solid match that the two of these guys had, really good chemistry. So I give that to Andrade. And I hope they do something with him, because now that they have more time, I want to see him a lot more on Collision and do something productive with that group that he's in, because he was stuck a part of that Matt Hardy bullshit when I was just like that went on too long, man. I was like, good lord.
About that.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh my lord. Number 2, I give to Jey Uso. For pretty much the same reasons that Dope said. I just thought this was like a really good look for him. Everything built up to his decision at the end of the show, and that was a really good segment. And yeah, I was kind of surprised they pulled the trigger this early, but I really liked what I saw and the way they did it. So now we're on to Civil War, and my number 1 pick goes to also both Adam Cole and MJF. MJF, because so far all of his matches for these titles or title eliminators or whatever have been fantastic, and he's barely coming on TV, but he still feels like a huge deal, which is an insane commodity to have in your company. And this was like the first really good showing I saw from Adam Cole since coming to AEW. So I thought this was just a super great start to the show, and this match was just insane. If you haven't seen it, go watch it, because the last 5 minutes of that match are ridiculous. So that's my top 5.
There it is. Top 5 power rankings here on the Budget Cut Podcast. Once again, brought to you by dopecontent.com, brought to you by MT Darkness on Twitch and Twitter. Make sure you follow him if you're not doing so already. The name is on the screen. Also, this one is also brought to you by Street Fighter Duel, the mobile game. Use the link in the chat or type in !Street Fighter to download the game on a mobile device. It's completely free. Let your kids play it, or you play it, or whatever you want to do. Great episode today. Shout out to everybody that came through. Shout out to everybody that is downloading the Street Fighter game. Much love to y'all. Boy, don't come back in here. You just came in here. You see what I'm talking about? Like, when I'm streaming, is when they want to come in and just be peeking their head. What you want? Hurry up, man. Come on. No, you can't. I already told you that. So, yeah, good episode. That's why you went out. You want to go outside just so you go over there. No. Little waterhead, boy.
Hey, fatherhood, yeah, father duty never stops, guys. Look, look at Dope doing work on Father's Day. Look at that.
Like, I already told them that they can't go play with the neighbors at the neighbor's house, because last time they was here, the neighbors gave them a whole bunch of candy. And they
were up.
That too. But we was cleaning the house the other day, just candy wrappers all over the damn place. Just hiding them. They all over the place. Nah, you can't get no candy this time, bro. And that's why they trying to go over there. So now he come in, can I go outside? And then he go out. He say that because the neighbors are outside. So he comes in 2 minutes later. Can I go to the neighbor's house? No. I'm like, sit your ass down, boy. I already told you. Y'all not getting no candy this time. So, damn kids, man. But appreciate everybody coming through, man. Mr. Boz, good to see you, bro. I ain't seen you in a minute. So shout out to Mr. Boz coming through. Ty, appreciate it, man.
What's up, bro? Good Lord.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
Ty, appreciate it. Dart, go ahead and shout out what you need to shout out this week.
Make sure to watch the replay for Tropic City Rumble. We've got all our champions now, so we're gonna have another show this week. Yeah, we got big things to announce on that too. So just make sure to come check that out, and then you'll see me again next Sunday.
I'll tell you what.
You won't. That's a lie. You won't see me next Sunday because I'll be watching Forbidden Door.
Yeah.
So you'll see us not next Sunday, but the Sunday after that. So
yeah. A lot of money made in Dark's chat for me. Then a couple of points lost as well for them hoes in Dark's chat. Everybody that was losing, I called them hoes. That's what they were in this last episode. So, DKF, we're doing a morning stream tomorrow morning. So it'll be whenever I wake up, like 10 o'clock, 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. So it'll be one of those lunch streams. So if you miss it live, you can watch it later on. I just did this arena that I think is dope. I might I might make it a pay-per-view, or I might just completely switch the dope house, because it's like another warehouse, but it's more of a NWA vibe to it. I'm gonna have to show y'all. I'm gonna have to show y'all stream, dog. I like it a lot. I really like it a lot. So we'll see. But tomorrow is a regular episode. We're on the build up to the first pay-per-view that's coming up, which is DK Undisputed. So it's gonna be a fire show. Tomorrow should be a fire stream as well. The matches are already set, so we'll see what happens, bet points and all that. Tuesday, we should be back for the sports podcast. We missed a couple of weeks. We get the tables on the sports podcast, but that's my fault on that because my schedule has been different this summer than what it normally is. So that's been my fault on that, but we should be back Tuesday morning as well. And then, Tuesday and Wednesday, you'll see some like Dallas Wings WNBA stuff because Dallas Wings have a game Tuesday night, and I'll be there as well covering that. So y'all see some of that video. Dopecontent.com. Make sure you go there. All my subscribers, I'm going to keep saying it. If you subscribe here and spend your money on Twitch, I appreciate you. I got much love for y'all. But listen, send that $5 to the website. Don't waste it here on Twitch because Twitch is going to take a good percentage of that. And you're losing money. I'm losing money. It's no point. If you really want to support the brand, that little $5 that you send a month or $6, whatever it is, go to dopecontent.com and do that. I promise you I will turn off all commercials if y'all do that. But until y'all do that, I got to keep these ads on. Honestly, because the subs, I got to make up for it. I got to make up for it with the ads because Twitch is taking a good percentage of your subs. I'm just saying. If your favorite streamer has a donation button on his Twitch, Twitter, whatever, if he has a website, send them that money there. Everything you subscribe with, send them that money there. They will actually get it. You can, instead of hitting subscribe, hit donate on Twitch. On Twitter, they have a little cash button on every profile. I don't know if Dark set his up yet, but they have a cash button where it goes directly to their PayPal or Cash App. So I'm just saying, it's other ways than subscribing. We appreciate the subs. It looks better on numbers, but trust me, as somebody that's been doing this for a while now, let's go to the website. I much prefer you go to the website and support there. Even if you watch a YouTube video and you keep up with the DFW Sports, Dallas Wings and all that and the interviews, watch them on the website versus YouTube. It's going to count the same, but the website, I can monetize my website. Unlike YouTube, bitch ass until September. Bruh. But I'm just saying, if y'all want to help your creators out, that's how you do it. So Dark is all yours and we can go.
No, well, I'm all set. Yeah. Thank you guys for coming to the stream. We appreciated it. And we will catch you guys in a few weeks.
Yes, sir. So until next time, man, y'all be safe. And we are out.
Let's go.